Yes, 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 yes. What is up, everybody? I'm going to let some people pile in here. We are back with another episode over at Squad Up Summit. Got back late. Hope some of you guys are there. If you're seeing this now or in the future, what a good time. Holy, that's all I got to say. Tons of great speakers, people, collaborators. Audience was huge. And we had deal sauce. We had the table there, but we didn't really get into any of it. So I wasn't sure if we had the time. And I have a bunch of updates, videos that I haven't even produced, things that have new development and new features that we didn't get to talk about there because of so much implementation and all the good things that happened from there. So let's get into it. And I'm just going to make sure I bring up. All right, we're on a delay with Instagram. I want to make sure the Instagram's on too so I can see some messages. All right. Eric, what up? Justin, Steven, good to see you there. All right, so Eric, I'm going to, Eric, you know what I'm going to do, bro? I'm going to get you a link right now. Next year, are we going to have 4,000 people there next year? That's the question. Eric, I'm going to send you a link, see if you want to come on here. I don't know if you have the ability to. I wanted to just collaborate a little bit more. Where is this invite? There it is. There it is. All right, 1 second, guys. All right, so I told a bunch of people at Squad Up that I had met just between random times of help, whether it's lead generation or getting, getting unstuck, getting out of their own way, but also like the folks that are in the family of Deal Sauce and here in this community that might have questions. I think there was someone who had, gosh, can I remember now, but some easy ones. They were layups. I'm like, yep, we can do that. Just come on in. So hopefully I put a post out on I did the Squad Up page, did our Subto group, some of the free pages, but I didn't get enough out there. So yeah, I encourage questions. I told everyone to come in here, collaborate, talk about it. If not, we'll see them again on a future episode. Nashville next year. I don't know. They haven't talked about it. That would be fun. That would be dangerous. That's like when the people have events out in Vegas and you try to be a good boy. And whether you're just staying up all night, walking, doing the thing, I don't know. Texas was pretty good. We pretty much stayed right local inside that massive hotel. But either way, it's getting around everybody. Hey, Eric, I ended up sending something your way if you wanted to come on. All right. Michelle, good to see you. So I'm going to go into some features and updates if we don't have any questions, and folks that have anything, or the folks that I ended up meeting this week, if they don't have any questions. All right, let's see if I can go here. All right, we were not live there. So now we are. All right, cool. So Jamil said on Tuesday night on his Astro Q&A that it is in Denver next year. Ooh, Mike dropping nuggets here. What up, Ben? Good to see you again. Wow. Yeah, Denver. You know what? It makes sense. It makes sense. And maybe that's, I don't know. I can formulate a Eric not connected. Yo, what up, bro?
What's happening?
Hey, did you end up getting did you end up finding a large Squad Up Boston sweatshirt by any chance?
I can give you mine.
No. I know. I realized I didn't have one.
It smells good now. Broke it in for you.
What a good time. All right, double closes. That's cool. That's cool. Just Julius. But Julius, we'll get into that in 2 seconds. We're going to talk about something that's not Deal Sauce, but we just all came from Dallas. So any takeaways, Eric? Anything you had?
We got a long way to go. I'm super excuse me. Super excited about Deal Sauce. Super excited about the features that are coming out and all the possibilities for lending and raising. Just got off a call as right before I signed in with Stella, which is no, just about about what they're doing and how to raise capital with them and all the projects, and I mean, just good stuff.
Good.
Yeah. It was they're doing fun stuff. It's all good.
Would we like to bring maybe some lending in here into Deal Sauce and maybe be able to just fund your deals right from here?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, just we've only scratched the surface with what's there. So
yep. Yeah, that's the one pivotal part of being there for me anyway, right? We go there with intention anytime we're networking, guys. So I mean, we're all about real estate here. Clearly, real estate lending, it's all the same world. But as we debrief Squad Up Summit, because it was a big event, and I got to hang out with my partners, Eric, and all of our collaborators. We come back full circle and go, all right, how do we implement? Or when we go there, we go, also, what's the intention? You got to go with a couple intentions, just a few. And more importantly, it was the relationships I can bring back for Deal Sauce. That was my intention.
Yeah.
And I think this, but I won't go into all of them. But there were three, and I think those were probably the three biggest, or 2 to 3 biggest.
Yeah, I like my intention going in there was really doubling down. I usually, like you, you're never going to meet everybody. It's going to be overwhelming. So many people who are just coming around, and you have 5-minute conversations, if that. I really am intentional about like the 3, 4, 5 people that I know I want to chat with and create relationships with, and then I really doubled down on the pre-existing relationships. People who I've worked with in the past, or we've had conversations, and I know there's some synergies there. And so I was spending a lot of time with those individuals and making sure that it's not just an exchange of a phone number. It was really, really like a solid foundation for moving forward and doing business together.
Love it. Yeah, no, 100% same here. And I want to let me show you. You had a chance to go through some of the features, some of the new things?
I have. Yeah.
All right. We're going to go through it with everybody now. I'm going to share my screen because I'm going to share the whole screen. All right.
I think during Squad Up, it was the longest I've been away from Deal Sauce for the last 9 months.
I know, same here. Well, honestly, if you really think about it, I stayed up one night. It was like 3 a.m. We got back, and I'm like, I thought I didn't know what we were going to talk about, but I went through some of these features because I couldn't sleep, and I told you that. Because the next morning I woke up, you're like, what's the latest?
Yeah.
So, but I see Ben said the most common answer I got to what do you do at Squad Up was lending. Really? Ben, that's pretty interesting. And you know what? That's the funny thing is, if you don't talk about it, you don't know. And when you talk about it and you put yourself out there and you talk about what you need, what you have, what do you need, and you go to these events, yeah, you can get your deals funded. You can find your next private money lender, your next partner, your next investor, collaborator. So good stuff. Thanks for sharing that one. I would love to hear some of y'all biggest takeaways. I wasn't able to attend this year. I would say, so we're going to do a podcast on the Get Creative podcast because I'm fortunate enough to be a host on there with some other great individuals. So I had an idea on the plane ride home yesterday. I emailed and said, hey, let's get all the hosts together. And we're going to do a after party is what I'm calling it. All 4 hosts. Let's just go through 30 minutes, a couple takeaways, a couple things. But I would say biggest one for me was, David Goggins, never saw him speak. Really impactful. And of course, Dean Graziosi and just the collaborators. But guys, I went there with a few intentions, one of which was to speak and to make sure I at least got that completed and didn't have to get either boot off the stage or that I didn't just freeze. And I think I solved that one. But however, that's growth and uncomfortability there. It was the people we get to meet and being in the same room with my partners to grow a deeper bond. So selfishly, I've learned that I go there and try to pour into people more. And then I'm there just to grab a few things, just 2 or 3 items at the grocery store, as I might put it, just grab a few items. And the rest of the time I'm there for just the community. What about you, Eric? I know you just went into some of it.
Say again.
I know you just went into some of it, but if you had to just give like the last takeaways, like any speaker, individual, one thing you can say.
Yeah, I agree. There are a lot of you go to an event like that, and there's such like a mix of speakers, and there's something for everybody. And while not every speaker like really resonates with me and like my my mindset or my mission or whatever you want to call it, like I really enjoyed the Goggins speech, and a lot of people know his story, and I was fully expecting him to come out and be marching around the stage and giving his impassioned F-bomb speeches, and I was really, really happy that it was a much more intimate conversation with Pace, and it just, not that it was more real, but it was a different platform or a different message that he was giving, when it was just like this kind of like calmer speech than I'm normally accustomed to. And he had some really good nuggets there. And I think the most impactful was basically how he ended it was, how are you going to view yourself when you die? And is it you lived to your full potential, and you've exceeded that, you did a lot more than anybody thought you could, or are you going to fall back and be this person who like left a lot on the table and didn't do all the things that you were meant to do? And that was pretty powerful for me.
You're right. We forget so much because after so many speakers and so many conversations and so much, you become derelict to it. You become just overload, right? But you're right. That was a good message. And he was using the analogy. He says people have used it before, but it was, when you get to the pearly gates or whatever, and you get reflection, and, if anyone's religious or not, and doesn't matter, but he was like, let's say you're in front of God, and he takes the whiteboard or the white paper, flips it to your page, and he's like, you did this and you did this, but what I actually had for you planned was this, this, and this, and you didn't do it. I was like, oh, damn, that's good. Yeah. That's good. So thank you for bringing that one up, because I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm going to rewatch everything, because I also missed a lot of things, but yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. So, yeah, great. Thanks, Caleb. Appreciate you. So, all right, I'm going to get right into it. Let's go with some of the updates. And I'm going to be making videos on this. So those who are watching this now, you're going to get some of the stuff that I haven't even recorded and put out yet, because these developments happened while we were at Squad Up. They happened on the way there, and just by timing, I wasn't able to do any of it. Will Castile, yeah, thank you, bro. Will, appreciate you so much. More to come, right, from all of us. So this community and what he's going to be building is going to be really interesting with the next, I'm going to say 24 months, Eric. What comes out from this community and what Pace does.
Yeah, it's exciting. Some of the updates, aside from what you're going to be showing today, just like what I know is coming down, what's going to make it a lot easier for people to get deals and manage the deal flow. It's good stuff. Like I'm pumped.
Yes, sir. All right, let me see if I can get this a little bit larger. There we are. And if we're in the way, I think you and I on the screen I'll change the view. But yep. All right, gang. So welcome back to more Deal Sauce. We have now, Eric, actually you can't tell either because you're on this account. But this brand new shiny feature right here is all AI integration. So we can speak to text, and we can do things, like cash buyers in Dallas. Like these are easy. Find active market in Miami with a pool priced under 200 grand. But it's streamlining it. I believe we can get some crime data in here too, though. So in my videos, just because, guys, this is so brand new, you can probably hear me. I'm a little hoarse. We're just getting off the boat. We're just getting back from Dallas. So we haven't had a big, a lot of time to actually dive deep on some of this. So I wanted to let you guys know that I won't give some of the examples, and I'll go deeper in individually videos from here. So if you're watching this in the future, check out the video on the lead pipes AI search. But for all intents and purposes, let's say you want to search, for instance, the 3 best zip codes in these 2 counties, tell me what those are, and then maybe ask it again, like layer it with the best crime data, or the best area for crime, safest. So those are the type of things that we'll be able to do in here, which is pretty crazy. So really excited for this. This feature, I believe, is only enabled on my account right now. You guys are getting a sneak peek. And again, unless I'm home, they launched it while we were there. But all right.
And Justin, we talked about this in the car a few days ago. Best practices, and I know neither one of us has really played around with this all that much, but best practices on this, is it to give the full 2-paragraph request in there, or is it to build upon it incrementally? So hey, show me houses in New Hampshire. Cool. All right, now show me low equity houses in New Hampshire. And then, all right, now break it down by, best school district. Like, does it do better when you go step by step, or does it matter?
So you can do yes, I don't know. Well, we're going to go through that, but like, for instance, let's say, show me properties that are vacant and owned by an absentee owner in the town that some famous person will enter famous person was born. That you can do searches like that too, which we're utilizing the power of AI and probably Google, in a sense. Like, think of it as a Google search too, but combined with the power that we have and the data that we have. So we're layering it now. We're aggregating that data. So, although you're a celebrity, I don't know if your address is readily available on this, but I'm not going to try it. We could do so. We'll do one. Or how about show me the best 3 zip codes? Yeah. And then now refine that search with properties that are wholesale scores of 700 or more, right? You just, like you said, we're just keep answering the question, keep asking questions. At some point, you're going to end up with a smaller list. I know that's the idea.
Yeah.
But stacking data. So we're going to share my screen again. Let me go into this. All right. Yeah, Jason was talking about Tim's story. Tim's story blew me away. We all got a chance to see Tim in private out in David Goggins. Eric and I got to meet him. And Tim's story, like we have exchanged cell phone numbers. So I'm pretty pumped about that. And that's a relationship that we ended up festering. I'm really excited, but really nervous. How do we leverage that? How do I give value? But he's coming into the community, which is going to be exciting. All right, let's write something here. Let's go. Here, I'm going to share us right here. Let's go with 3 best zip codes in Arizona. With searching for multi-family properties with AI rental score over 700. Might be a hard one to do. Oh, damn. All right. Look at that. Give me 3 zip codes. So it did that. let's see what we have. We have 250 of whatever it told me. So we did single, condo. So I need multifamily. I have a good day at school today. 700 AI score. But I have these up here. So let me take a picture of this and see why that happened. Oop. I was going to see, Eric, if I can copy and paste that and edit it.
Mm-hmm.
Might have to retype it. Is it the way I typed it in? Did I not put that space in there? But that was really cool. The 3 best zip codes of those. So that's really awesome. And that's over. There's something in Tucson too. So it didn't even, it just, that's interesting.
You said Arizona or Phoenix?
No, I said Arizona.
Arizona. Okay.
Yeah. So the whole state, give me the 3 best zip codes and then multifamily. However, we'll try it again. Bear with us, guys. We're doing these. We're running it just like you guys would. 3 best zip codes in Arizona. Combined with best multi-family. We'll try to separate the word. Data properties with AI score above 700. All right. So what I'm going to do now is go right to the dev team and say, why did that happen? Right? If we're still searching, if we have single families in here. Now, let me look at the data because it really just could all be multifamily, single family, multi. Yeah. So we're still not getting rid of that. And that's great. That's good. But we got a lot of the way there. So I'm going to ask them why that happened. And this is cool. The cool thing is this is live. We're recording and I'm going to send it to them.
Yeah. And then the good thing, another good thing to check with them. So now you have your, you did your AI filter, but if you've gone back and you've taken out single family, townhome, all those things, is that resetting, or is that undoing what you just did? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's now, look at it. It's dropped them. I'm down to 20.
But did it screw up anything else is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
But we only have 3 zip codes. So that's a very small area.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? With the 700 AI score combined. And I like that. And it locked it out. So I'd be very curious how this works with everybody. So that's why it's live on this computer. That's why you guys get to see it. That's why I don't think it's out right now for everybody, unless they, like I said, they changed it. Eric, cool stuff. I'm going to obviously report this, but we're there. Like it's functioning. And I think there's a voice. I'm not going to use the voice feature right now. Yeah. See, it's beta testing.
Yeah. Well, it won't understand the accent. I'm telling you.
It definitely won't. When I go, hey, Avid Yad. They're like, what? Oh gosh. We were asked about double closes. Let's go into it.
This is exciting.
All right. This was cool. I did a video on this. Let's get out of here. Let's clear some features. All right. Where do you want to go?
Where are double closes required? Where is wholesaling?
South Carolina.
South Carolina, right? Yeah. Where is it frowned upon?
But also could be a seller. Yeah, you get those sellers that say, I don't want you. You're buying it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So South Carolina, 2.3 million properties in the residential sector. And we're going to go right down. Still, I'll probably refresh because it's still, I gotta add everything here. You know, I'm just gonna do that now. I'm too lazy.
Brain's not quite working. You guys got home late last night, right?
Yeah, we had a 4-hour delay. Just sitting on the runway. Pretty much.
That's awful.
Yeah, I was actually in good spirits, to be honest with you. I was like, there's nothing I can control.
No.
As long as I get out of here. So yeah. South Carolina, there we go. What is it? Oh, we're not adding mobiles. We're not adding all the other things in it. We're going to do some mobiles, bro. You know what? Let's do land. For example, we'll leave the land out of it because I don't want too many things. But let's go right into it. So there's a new equity button. If whether or not someone wants to do loan to value or equity, that's their choice. Open loans, we have all that. Interest date, all that data is still here. Some of the new other new features while we're perusing. There is, I saw it. Profit potential. That goes out to, I think it was Stuart in California who asked it a couple of weeks ago. Eric, you were probably on that one. I think that was in the community. I don't know if that was on this one.
I believe it was the community Zoom because he was working down and he lives on the peninsula, like in the Palo Alto area, but was looking at stuff in Santa Cruz, Watsonville areas down there.
Yes, sir. And what package do you need to see all of this? Key West Kate, what is up? Now you get all that, all included in the basic. So yes,
all this is live for everybody, right? Except for the AI feature that you just talked about. That's just on our account right now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's in the beta testing, Kate. So you can just see this one right here. You guys are getting a glimpse of. I'm not supposed to be live with it right now, I don't think. I'm supposed to just be testing it, doing exactly what Eric and I just did. But we got all of our search, but it didn't. The multifamily word didn't kick in fully. But yeah, cool stuff.
But it's more fun doing it this way, so people see what's coming up and see where it came from, and
they could be part of the inception and the trial and error. Yeah, I would like to be included in it. I like to see stuff. So before I go ahead of myself, we see double closings. That's what we're going to go into right now, guys. But while we're here, I can't ignore it. Pre-foreclosure notice is served. This is another one of our customs. I happen to think that there's a lot of folks that still at one point, they might not be a pre-foreclosure right now, but there are folks that every year we see get notices. So while everyone's going to door knock the folks that have a issue right now, I want to help the people that have been every other year they're in a problem. Every 2 years they're in a problem. We can market to those folks. And that's what this button's for. We're streamlining that process. But what we're asking for now is double closings. So Eric, have you played with the double closing time frame?
I haven't used that. I was going to
just to this.
So last sale date, right above you.
Yep.
I was just doing, last 6 months. So I want to see who's actually, and I do this constantly. Like, I don't care if somebody did something, or I'm less interested if somebody did something, 2 years ago. I want it to be fresh in their mind that this is, this is an option. This is, something that's still that, is something they may do. So I was just doing last 6 months, 1 day between, and then just see what happened from there.
All right. 467 in South Carolina, but with those assets in last 6 months, 1 day between closings. I did 2 last time, but again, we can play with it. And you got to think about it this way, guys, too. Like, you had a closing on Friday. I've had it happen a lot of times where it's like, next thing you know, it's the weekend comes up, something didn't happen, or another wire didn't hit.
Mm-hmm.
You got like 3 or 4 days in the matter of no time. So be aware of that. That's all I'm saying. But this isn't an end all be all. It's not going to be right to the transactional lender's door or the wholesaler's door. You have to go in because you might have some family transfers. You might have quick claims. You might have all sorts of stuff, but let's see what we got here. Aha. So this is a 2-day. right? We have 2 days here. And then you have to do some deciphering. It's going to take some education here. So they have something on the 25th, which doesn't make sense. You think, but the days before 125, and then they sold it for 45. But it could be a note. Or that was the remaining balance. But we have Robert Bailey. Robert Bailey is the buyer. Max Steel Development LLC. So some of these things you will have to reverse engineer, guys. And without spending too much on this live, you know, let's just go to another. Oh, this guy was down here. See, like you have to just sit here and you have to look at them.
Yeah, and this one would take some, time to unravel, but there are others that it's just clear as day.
It's a little bit more clear, but something is going on here because you have Robert Bailey here. Then I went to Sean. These two guys might be part of that LLC, Max Till.
Yeah.
And it looks like Robert. So there could be partners. They could be just lending to each other. Then you go into the recorder's office and you can see what's going on. But we're giving you the birds. We're giving you the data right there to then take it upon yourself to go a little bit deeper. But clearly there was something going on there. So that's good. Go to this one. So we have,
there you go,
same day, a $20,000 deal. Mark Steven Carter sold it to Kingdom Homes. Kingdom Homes flipped it to Jet Homes for $57,000. I mean, $37,500. Dude, click of a button.
Yep.
That's so bad. So
there's a lot like that. I would say from what I saw, late night tinkering in Dallas, the majority are coming up this way, and then there are still some that were similar to the previous one where you got to scratch your head a little bit and do some work to figure it out.
Yeah, and that's essentially doing title work.
Yeah.
And you want to go into some of these counties. If you live in this area in your backyard or you're doing some things, you can go deeper because sometimes you'll get some more information in there. You might even get their mailing address, their contact information, if it's ever written on a document or something that's recorded. So you got to know what to spend time on and what not to, is probably my biggest recommendation. But that was really cool to see that. So let's go to another one. Here we go. There's a couple of days in there. Again, go through it a little bit more. Oh, right here. No. There's a lot of transfers there, dog.
Yeah. So this isn't, obviously goes past the 1 day. Milton.
So yeah, let me do unless there's another recording I'm not seeing. Let me take a picture of this.
But I wouldn't get hung up on this, right? I have a look at this. I'm like, all right, well, something went wrong. I'm going to spend 2 seconds on it and then move to the next one.
Yeah. Let's go down. Sometimes you'll see the fix and flips too, or you'll see maybe there was an on-market deal. 5 rental portfolio. That might get confusing. Do something like this one. Quick claim deed. LFC Property sold it to Anthony Kessler and Linda Kessler. Kimberly Morris, buyer. Interesting. So I wonder if there's a loan in place. I wonder if it's reading that. Interesting. So they this person quit claiming themselves off. See, again, you'd have to just look and see what's going on here.
Yeah.
But you got LFC properties. Most likely they're a wholesaler. That could be a wholesaler.
You could go and search LFC properties in ownership in the filters to see what else they're doing.
Oh, damn. You're giving a nugget out right now. All right. So, guys, Eric is saying, all right, you want to go see what LFC is all about? Let's go see what they're doing. So let's go into the filters. We'll get rid of the double close. We'll get rid of the last 6 months. And we're going to do a basic search of just assets and business name. So LFC Properties, LLC, we're going to enter, and then we're going to hit done. So now we're going to search and see what comes up. We have one result. Probably the same deal we just looked at. No, the different one. Is that, oh, unless we're seeing deeper.
I think it's a different deal.
LFC Properties, LLC. Oh, it's shown as a buyer. That's owned because they don't own it. So it might not be coming up as a current owner.
Okay.
So this is one that they do own, but you can see that they made a wholesale fee of themselves. They locked it up for 15 grand and they sold it to themselves. They marked it up. That's all they did. They bought a deal and they just marked it up with an assignment fee, clearly. And they put 20 grand on it. That's pretty badass. So they're doing something. Who is it? They're a buyer, most likely in this market, wherever that is. So now you're building buyers lists too. You're building buyers, you're building buyers list. Potentially they need money from you. So you're a lender or you're a transactional lender.
Mm-hmm.
So many things, so many puzzle pieces you can cut up this way. Eric, you gave that little secret away. That's pretty awesome. That was cool.
Wow.
Hey, Shell. Anyone have any questions on this?
Gotta give some stuff away.
I know. Can't keep it all to yourself. I want to go to another one here. Actually, we got rid of that double close. Let's see if we can bring in some pre-foreclosure notices served. I haven't used these yet, so we can switch gears right now. So what I wanted to do here with this is, yes, I wanted to not necessarily go right now. I wanted the same owners. So I'm guessing in this search, we probably can break it where it might be multiple owners. If multiple owners have been served under that property before, sure, you might see that. But what I was getting at is the same owner. They lived there, say, let's 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. How many times I want people who got a minimum of 2 pre-foreclosure notices of default in their life. So let me say a minimum of 2. All notice dates, we'll say, oh, dang. Oh, all right. I was going to say, I need more options than that. All right, cool. Well, let's do the last 5 years. I want to see patterns. All auction dates. Oh, damn. 3,500 people. Schnikey. Yep. Look at. But this is under this. The asset may have changed hands. 2014.
Mm-hmm.
So that's showing the same property. So maybe we end up doing the same owner, just it has to be a change of owners, but I don't know if I bet you we can do that. How about this? We'll do a minimum of.
What are they, if you go back to when you go back, there was a little, not an emoji, but a little sign. Was that showing that there was a pre-foreclosure?
The little triangle?
Yeah.
I think it's an auction date.
Oh, okay.
Right here?
Yeah.
Last notice date.
Last notice date. Okay.
So it's giving us a heads up. So let's go. I think I did 3 on this one. Yep. That's the trustee, lender, Donna. 15, 18, 23. Patterns of problems. Hashtag. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So more opportunities. This is a strategy. I don't even know what Pace was calling this before, but we had talked about helping people before, even if you're on the lending side or if you're on the acquisition side, Eric. Let's say that you did a door knock for this person, or you reached out and said, hey, I know you're not in any pre-foreclosure now. I know there's no problems right now. It seems like you probably have everything taken care of. However, if you are looking to exit in the near future, or where he's let post possessions, it was a lending strategy where now he's lending on the equity. So you can combine this with equity. And if there's a juicy amount of equity to protect you, he's coming in and saying, listen, we'll buy the house from you. You need more time? No problem. And he leverages the equity as security.
Mm-hmm.
So another way to make things happen.
Yep.
That's awesome stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that I need to dive into on this. And there's a lot of things that we could do, videos, lists, opportunities. Eric, you were there this weekend, lead generation. I know you were out checking out other tables and other things, but there was, 20 something tables of different people running different strategies, whether it was social media, lead generation, RV parks, lending, CRM systems. We all were bringing value to each other. And bro, this is just another lead generation strategy. People came to my table about lead generation. They were like, how do we get leads?
Yeah. So I was at the lending table, I want to say leading that, but it was actually, we were fortunate enough to have Abraham come in and answer a lot of technical questions. So Elliot and I were, we were helping out, but it was such an awesome time to hear what Abraham had to say. So I didn't get a chance to get out and see or hear what you guys were talking about. Was it primarily Deal Sauce and how to generate leads there, or were you venturing out on, mailers and things like that?
I went on just the basics. It was actually everything but Deal Sauce. Of course, I talked about that's the system we use. But at the end of the day, you always need one of these systems. You need to have this. If you're going to be an investor, and to me is like, you're going to be an electrician. The bare minimum you need to have right now is a set of linesmen and 2 screwdrivers, right? You got to at least have that. You can at least do some damage with that.
Yep.
And so I use PropStream or Batch or Deal Sauce. I always said those are requirements. And if you're going to do any type of deals, because it's just, you get to go get all the meat and potatoes and the juice that's in there. You got to go look up the sellers, the data. It gets you in the right direction rather than going like, what county is this address in?
Mm-hmm.
No, we got everything we need. It's cost of doing business. So from there, I said, other than that, know your backyard. Go to the county recorder's office. Go down to the town hall. Go get the violation list. Go get the water shut-off list. Go get the tax delinquent list. Go get and just reach out to people. So I was going, again, on the free notion of things. But other than the low equity that everyone knows, that Pace talks about, low equity on market, that's some of the easiest stuff. But if you're looking for fix and flips, that's not a list for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're finding fix and flips, what's the next best way of getting in front of distressed homes? Unless you're looking at them or doing Google or using some other softwares that use AI technology, you got to go in your backyard, go to the local county and see what they have for their list, because they're doing the homework for you too.
Yeah.
And that list has prospered for us before. So I talked a lot about that, and then just different strategies, honestly. But there was some folks looking to pull lists on here. So, and I don't see any of them asking the questions on here, or no one's on here. So, which is fine. But I told them, come on Thursday live. How do we pull this? Man, I wish I remembered one of the questions. All right, what else do I have? MLS, equity button, AI search. We have that. Double closes. We have that. Equity. We already went through that. Let me go in the MLS. Where is it? Ownership, mortgage, listing, profit potential. So that's the new one. And that's going to go against the retail. So profit potential is the difference between the property's listed price and the estimated value. 40% below value equals 40% profit potential. It doesn't factor in closing costs, repairs, or other expenses. Of course it doesn't. So good indication on getting properties that are potentially under market.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just quick and dirty math, you know, to
Yep.
let you know if you even want to go down that path.
So we'll do it right now. We'll keep all the search features here. We'll just use South Carolina. We'll do 40% of the retail price. So it automatically added coming soon active. We'll get rid of coming soon. 631. And clearly you can see from some of these. So listing price is $50,000. Retail is saying about 130. So maybe there's a fluff and buff in here for someone, or maybe there's a rental portfolio. Maybe it's just another key indicator.
Mm-hmm.
One picture, that's usually a good indication that the inside's not good. But yeah, there could be fire sales in here. So something to pay attention to. Reminder to everybody here. You can also use these deal alert buttons up here. So this button behind here, this button right here. Can't see it. That is, I'm going to switch the camera.
There we see it.
All right, here, deal alert. If you, excuse me, I can't speak. If you like this feature, just hit it, name it. It's going to pop up right here at the bottom. And every time you come in, just hit it. Also, if you choose to keep being notified, every time there's a new opportunity that comes in, it's going to alert you via email. Hey, I got one new opportunity, two new opportunities. And if it falls into that bucket. So that's pretty awesome as well. All right. What strategy do you focus on in your business and what markets? Sorry if we already mentioned it. I would say, bro, it's a loaded question. And we have seasons, right? So our focus really, I love a distressed property. I love senior owners, multifamily. I mean, I have my own little search feature here because that's what we do. We have microfamily properties. We have small multifamily. Small multifamily is something we're going to be talking a lot about. We're going to be doing a lot more, starting like now. So Caroline Allen, what's going on? Good to see you. So yeah, how do we get there? Senior owners, but also these tools and tricks. If I was a door knocker, or if I was going to go send some things to pre-foreclosure folks asking for help, I'll go use that the pre-foreclosure list. This one here. Pre-foreclosures. I actually like that. I do want to play around with that. I do want to reach out to people that have been served notices, but they're not showing up on anyone's radar. I think that's a really cool feature to backdoor where everyone's going to the person when they get the notice. We're going back to say, it's probably going to need some help at some point. Those people would come back every so often. Let me be the one who sits there.
I think that's such a great strategy because you're playing the long game. You're building a relationship with somebody. It's not, hey, I see you're in trouble right now. It's, hey, I've noticed that some things have happened in the past, or even maybe not even bringing it up, but just saying, hey, I love your home. If you're ever looking to sell, or if you're ever in a situation that you need some help, give me a call.
Bro, even if there was 150 of those people in your local market and you just sent them every 6 weeks a piece of index card, a little mail, it cost you $100 to send that every 6 weeks. And you get one of those, two of those a year.
Yep.
That's so worth it. But that's the long game.
That's the long game. They're going to think,
while you're doing other things.
Yeah.
Because that's your local backyard or whatever market you're in. Maybe there's two different markets. I'm going to hit those two people, those two lists, but they're really niche. And that's just, you're putting a trickle out there. But when they start to see your same face, your same message, and your same mail, you become know, like, and trusted. They'll, at the same time, you're going to get like one or two people on there. They're going to call you and yell at you and tell you to stop sending them after like the second, third piece.
Mm-hmm.
The rest you just keep up. And Kate, this is all included. This is all in the basic subscription. All this stuff is not this right here, the pre-foreclosure, the double closing. That double closing, I was afraid they were going to start charging for it, or is going to be inside the investor packet. But we're gonna rock and roll till the wheels fall off on that one.
Hey Justin, can you take down Ben's comment?
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. There you go. Now we can just see a little more of what you're looking at.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, right here, the previous sale, double closing.
Perfect.
Yeah, that one. I thought they were gonna maybe put that in the investor bundle, but no. I mean, that's a request. That's something I asked for. So, and then we have another question. Do you have a video when you are working on leads from deal sales, how you get your numbers? So just some underwriting comps. I would say I probably haven't done enough comping videos. We've been so surface level because there's so many features that we're trying to just introduce to people so they know how to get to a solution, or they know how to get to a certain search feature. So I've done, I won't say a terrible job, but there's just so many videos to make. So, but comping would be something. I would say this. Someone mentioned earlier that Jamil's going live. Jamil should be using a lot more comping in here. Pace and Jamil have been very quiet about Deal Sauce. They're waiting to have Squad Up Summit finished. They wanted some more features to come out, and then so there's the launch is coming, the big launch. Jamil's going to be doing a lot more comping. I know he's already done one or a few. I would look at Jamil's channel in the interim until I get more videos of myself comping, or if maybe someone else has them out there. Eric, any suggestions?
I was going to say it's yeah, I would defer to Jamil because that's his specialty. And I was just thinking, like, all right, to use the tools, it wouldn't have made sense, like you said, to really dive super deep into it right now, because we want to just direct people to the tools and then let them play around with it, and then ask for help from the subject matter experts in their area who know how to comp in a specific location, because it's all it's all dependent on the price per square foot, the contractors you have, like all of these things, or excuse me, to underwrite. But I've actually was just gonna look up what Jamil did because I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Oh damn, we had Jesse Vasquez in there. We had is that Kinley? Kinley's in there. Jason, what up? So someone asked, Ben, sorry, I wasn't clear. Yeah, so Ben, I love multifamily. I love our multifamily. I'm gonna get rid of that. So multifamily, microfamily, if I'm gonna do something, South Carolina. Well, if I'm gonna really do something, it's not gonna be South Carolina right now. Meaning I will do business there and I will buy there. We will buy there. However, this is my backyard right now. And what we're doing is my favorite feature, honestly, is this. I'm drawing where I want to own. So I'll do something like this. Come down here. I'll come up here. I want all this. So I'm just drawing where I want to invest. Pretty dope. It doesn't matter. You can go out into the ocean, cover all your bases. I just drew that little custom. I can probably drag this over a little bit to cover the state there. I think you see what I'm getting at. Mm-hmm. And from there, we have 2.1 million records. We got to whittle that down. And should I just hit my microfamily button? Sure. But let's just say I'm going to deselect everything. Multifamily, apartments, individual years owned. I want to go 10 years minimum. Let's go. Oh, damn, it broke it.
Yeah, I think we need a refresh on that one.
Oh, boy.
You scared it away with your drawing.
I think I did. But also, I'm like, that could be something where we implement a new search feature. Like we put a new tool in here and it ruins something else. So let's go back. I think you guys get it. So I'll search this area, senior owners, multifamily, years owned. I love a good senior in New England. So I will do that same feature, draw around what I want, and think about it. If you're in these markets down here, and let's just say you're in South Carolina. I did this search recently too on a live where I said I wanted coastal property. So I literally just drew the coastal line. And I drew it in all these states, all the way down to Jacksonville. Because I was like, I just want a beach house. You got to stimulate it with an area. I'm going to jump off in a minute. All right. So you can see what we did here. Now I typed in South Carolina. Will it still search everywhere else? Yes, it will. So we can hone in a little bit more, do something like search here. We have 700,000 properties all the way down here. Again, we're not going to have 700,000 blue dots, guys. But what you're getting at now, we can go in here and filter and whittle down. Let's go and say, hey, I want AI scores of 800 minimum. Doing quick and dirty. That's all I'm trying to show you guys. So we went from 700,000 to 4,600 in multiple states. Cool. All right, let's go deeper now. This is pre-foreclosure upside down. You know, that delinquent. So we can go through all this and just keep filtering. But these are some of my favorite search features where you can customize this like nobody's business. If anyone's ready to invest in South Carolina, I have 22-door mobile home park, wanted to sell and interested in creative options. Well, Kevin, you should email me or send it into, how about this, to send me a note at realestatejustin.com/JV. Type it in. We'll see it. We'll look at it. And I'd love to take a look at least. 22 doors, I'm sure it's a lot smaller than a lot of folks want to handle and deal with. But maybe I can, maybe we can be a good fit. Eric, this was a quick one. Went through a lot, but it was quick.
Yeah.
So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And Ben, I hope you got to see at least what I like to do. This isn't just one search feature. I know you asked about a market. We do have, oh, I didn't even get into the other stuff we have here. I forgot all about it. Bro, we have flips by county, flips by zip codes, the heat maps. I forgot all about it. Man, we have been away for a couple of days. So this is for another video, guys. Feel free to play with it. But this is brand new. This is flips. And I can explain a little bit further what it's going to be. But we're looking at where the best flip profits potentials are. So again, you can just take what I just drew and be like, all right, so I drew coastal. What are the best markets in the coastal? You know, what are some of the dogs in here? You can see Myrtle Beach is lit up like a, you know, like a flame. But then you got other markets here that are pretty dull, but those are probably, there's no houses over there. I know for a fact they're not. Then you go up to Virginia and Hilton Head and all that stuff. You got good stuff here. So yeah, check it out. You get by zip and by county. Let's go to county. I like that niche zip down when they zip it, a little more niche. Great stuff. Yeah, you can see some dog markets there. Awesome stuff. All right. Any questions? Anyone have anything? Kirby, good to see you. Saw a lot of you. Rose, always good to see you. Thanks for sitting beside the table. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, yeah. Watching from home instead of work. Yeah, we talked about that. Just like every time I see you, I'm going to have to drive. I'm at work or I'm driving. We'll figure it out a different time. But yeah, anything you have for questions, make a comment in the video, guys. I suggest do that. Eric, any final words? Anything else?
No, I'm just excited about what's coming. And I'm pumped to actually sit down and start exploring some of this stuff further. You know, been, as I mentioned, away from it. So it's exciting. You know, I've had 5-10 minutes here and there to play around with it just to be able to speak to it, you know, at Squat Up. But now that we're back, let's get our hands dirty and
Derek, what up?
Break it.
Kate, good to see you. Derek, I see you came in. Rose, awesome. Yeah. Thank you for that, Eric. Thanks for popping on impromptu. And then also for those, I would be putting the Deal Sauce link down there. I'm not advertising publicly that the 2-week free trial is still going because I'm afraid that this video is going to be an everlasting, evergreen video. And folks are going to see 2 weeks. And I don't know if it's going to be 2 weeks forever. So feel free to head over to my link tree. There's the Deal Sauce links in there. But I just not advertising 2 weeks free because I know I think I'm supposed to be collaborating with Pace very soon in some of these challenges. And I think he's going to be going down to like 2 to 3 day for your free trial. So I just don't want to be caught misrepresenting. All right. Rose, what did she say here? Me too. 3 others wanting to form teams, excited to learn. Yep. And Rose, know your backyard. I think that was some of the cool takeaways. Those are the easiest tips and tricks. Everyone's looking for the secret sauce inside of Deal Sauce or other like brands, although you need those. Secret sauce really is your backyard, and you can go out and play in other backyards, or you can instruct others to go get the information. You guys bring all your information back from your collective town halls and water shutoffs and utility and all those lists and bring them together, then go out to market with them, then market those as a team together too. So it's a collaboration of data that's straight from the horse's mouth. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to Deal Sauce, the live. Be sure to check out Eric, follow him, and yeah, reach out to me for any videos and go over to my YouTube. If you're watching or you're not watching it, go over there and look for more videos inside the playlist. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Awesome.
Later.
Thanks, buddy.